It varied, of course. I think General Cooper and I did not see much of one another. This was in the early stages. I think General Sheriff arrived in July or something of that order. I had seen enough by that period to buttonhole General Sheriff on his reconnaissance visit and, by pure coincidence, I knew him a little from past military life, and I said to him more or less what I said to you. I sense that we just don't have a plan, we have just got together to create something, and I said I was very worried by the lack of civil/military. It is not liaison, it is integration, absolute integration. We needed to be in lockstep with one another. We agreed, I think, on much. We had hatched a plan to move some of his headquarters back into Basra, which was to be called Chief of Staff Forward, if I remember rightly, which would enable us to recreate the civil/military structure I felt that we had disposed of, although at the time, of course, not consciously and for good reasons, but now was really coming back to haunt us. So we agreed on that. When General Sheriff arrived, and I remember clearly the briefing he gave us, his assessment was that, we were stalled in Basra, that we were running to stand still. I paraphrase him. There were not simply ambushes taking place in Basra, but I remember him describing full conventional warfare in built-up areas. A patrol might go out and be ambushed into Basra and then be ambushed on the way back again, so these were serious times, and he and I both wanted. I hardly equate my effort with his. But I think we both wanted in our way to make sure that our bits functioned. So we had this plan. When he came back he gave this briefing and he outlined what became Operation Salamanca, which was a robust, and what the military would call a kinetic, plan to take on the militias. Now, for reasons that you will be familiar with, that didn't run with Prime Minister Maliki, and the plan was quickly hatched as a sort of short-term capacity-building plan. In its former guise, of course, it was everything we had hoped for. We were very substantially constrained by the security situation, and so any idea that the militia was to be taken on in this way was welcome to us. You have to have security for development. I didn't see myself as a Lincolnshire bomber squadron commander sending people out to do governance meetings. This was dangerous stuff. I knew the Jaish al-Mahdi well. They had attacked my compound in '04. We had had a couple of close shaves with them, so they are pretty effective.